I have gotten over 3 million views with my YouTube content for a business type channel. And if I knew what I would have known before I did any of this, I could have done it a lot faster. And that's what I want to share with you in this video. So I actually had this notebook here last night. I kind of started planning out kind of what I wanted to talk about in this video. And so I have my iPad here and I just kind of want to get into it. And hopefully you'll find this really valuable. And hopefully something will like click with you and you can have great success on YouTube. So let's just do this. And so the way that I see YouTube is there's two sides to it, all right? On one side, you have your viral creators. This is your creators like Mr. Beast, right? The kind of extremists on YouTube where essentially the best way to put it is that eyes are the prize, okay? And then on the other side, the complete opposite side of that spectrum is you have what I would say are like business channels. Now, these business channels, inherently you get less views, and we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about how you can kind of combat that, because that was really the biggest thing that I had to learn is kind of once we'll get into it. But essentially, your whole strategy is you're not really focused on views, although trust me, more views would be nice, right? You're more so focused on selling digital products. So the main difference here is one with the targeting, but also with the kind of the monetization system that you have, right? The business channel, you're targeting a specific person who has a specific problem, and your products are giving them a specific solution. Versus when you're going viral, that's content that your mom can watch, that your brother can watch, your sister can watch, your uncle can watch, your cousin can watch. No matter, like just because they are a human being, they have interest in that content. And some ideas better than others, of course. But eyes are the prize, right? And so when you think about it in terms of kind of the breakdown is when you have a business product, you put all this time into making a digital product. Ironically, the YouTube video is kind of something still important, but it's kind of the last part of what you're doing, because when you have a business channel that's selling digital products, you're more so focused on the landing pages for the products, the funnel, the sales funnel, the marketing funnel, the copy on the pages, the VSL on the landing page, a lead magnet opt-in. You put all this time into all of that, and the YouTube video kind of comes second to it, versus when you're a creator who's on this viral side here, you're way more focused. You're putting all that same effort just into the idea, thumbnail, and title, and creating just the video in general, because you're hoping that video goes viral and then you'll get monetized from YouTube AdSense. Or you can get sponsors in the long run, and you can get more money from sponsors sponsoring your videos because you're getting a lot of eyeballs in the first place. And so with that, I think we kind of come to an important decision of like where you are on YouTube right now kind of determines like which side of the game do you want to play, because we'll talk about it more later. Right? Usually viral creators don't go more to the business channels. Usually that doesn't happen. Usually what happens is business channels, you start trying to go away from your niche because you oversaturate this part of the market. The people who know about the exact thing you're trying to sell to, like yes, like YouTube works great because people are searching in like how to do X, and you sell a product on how to do X, and your channel is all about how to do X. It works great. But as you start to try and target more over this side, it works less. It's less effective. That's just marketing in general, but we'll talk more about that anyway. So let's kind of break down like trying to sell digital products as a creator in general, right? So what you have is you have a funnel of viewers. And so kind of how I like to think about this is you first have the interest. So this is kind of like the top level thing. Like this person isn't just a person. Your viewer isn't just a person, but there's an interest that groups them together. For instance, the content I do on the main channel that I have, that's part of my business, is about music producers, all right? Then you have a goal or desire. That's like your second step of your layering, essentially is what they want to do. In our case, it's make money. And then you have what I call is the vehicle, right? How do they want to achieve that goal? And so for us, it's selling beats. So essentially it's like music, let's type in P. The goal or the idea is to make money, and the vehicle is by selling their beats online. And so it's really easy when you're just starting off on YouTube. You can just make 1,000 videos attacking this topic right there. And you'll probably see a little bit of, I guess, fast money, so to speak, especially if it's less saturated. Because if you're the only one making content and there's some people searching, you're probably gonna have the solutions and they'll probably pay you for digital products. But what happens is this audience is only so big. And depending on the niche you choose and depending on how narrow you get, it can dry up really, really fast. And so what you have to do then is, this is really important, right? If you're a creator and you're kind of feeling stuck in like, okay, I want to make money from digital products on my channel, but I'm not really sure on how to approach this, like I'm feeling like I'm just attacking whatever topic this is for you, then you need to start working back up the funnel. And this ties into when you work back up the funnel, you're basically working sideways on the YouTube side. So like all your videos are right here, but now you're kind of moving back, right? Now you're just trying to hit the goal and the desire of make money. Your videos before, right? The videos before would be like, how to sell your beats online, how to sell your beats on YouTube, how to sell beats on Instagram, how to sell beats in 2024. That would be like the videos attacking the vehicle. But then you can make money, or you can make videos about like, you won't believe how producers are making money in 2024. It's about producers making money. Or like how to get rich as a producer in 2024, right? That sort of stuff then starts targeting the goal or the desire. And so then you can kind of make a video about how to make money as a producer, and then you can make that video about selling beats online, which would be the vehicle. And so that's kind of how you can sort of combat that in a sense. But now I kind of want to show you a different side of this. So you have what I call as the content ladder. This is kind of a better way to think about it, right? It's the same kind of gist as a funnel. But essentially, let's say that you are here, and so is your product. So I'll put P. Essentially, what you have to do is like this layer that's right here, these are the people, in my case, who are selling beats online, who are aware of selling beats and they want to get into it, right? So like these are the people who are just right here. It's really easy for me to make a video and get those people to then buy a product because like they're so aware. They already have the pain. They already know what they want to do. Like they want to solve this problem on how to sell beats online, so I can sell the product to them pretty easily. Versus you then get over here where it's like music producers who want to make money, right? Now you first have to kind of introduce the idea of selling beats to them. You can't go to product. You then have to introduce the idea of selling beats to them. And so what that looks like is you essentially need to make content ladders of where you're purposely making content that will help these people then go to that step or the stair, so to speak, right? So you're really trying to make videos. This is more when you start focusing on browse and focusing more on better YouTube titles, gaining more interest, learning just about like more YouTube strategy really of like, okay, like how can I get more interest from people? And so now it's like how to make money as a music producer. This is the best way to make money as a music producer, right? So now you're just targeting people who want to make money as a music producer. They may not know how, they may have explored different ways, they may not know about your way. And so your content then starts here, and it's essentially trying to introduce them to that next phase. And kind of the hardest part about this though, is that once you try to start going to more so music producers in general, this is where it gets really, really tricky. Because the kind of content you could make could be two ways, essentially. You could make content targeting music producers in general. So that could be like music producer tutorials. Or you could try to introduce producers to the way of making money. And so what I mean by that is like how much producers get paid for a #1 record. That's something a producer could watch and be like, oh wow, people are making real money by getting their music placed or something like that. So you're kind of hitting a different topic that just applies to them. They're not really interested in making the money, but it's kind of curious, like, oh, like how much money is there to be made? Because if there's a lot, I might want to try it. I don't know if that's the best example I could get, but the point is it gets really murky right here, and it's really hard to target this. And I don't know if you should target this. I don't know if that's the best idea for you when it comes to a business channel. I think really the best thing to do is to just overall focus on kind of what your vehicle is, and then also thinking about, okay, what's the desire that they have, and just kind of, making a lot of content in this area right here to move people up that ladder to what your thing is. It's really hard to go here. It is. And the thing that doesn't work here a lot is that once you start going viral with eyes are the prize products, essentially your YouTube video is the product, it's really hard to sell a digital product to them because you're not solving a pain point. You're just entertaining them, right? You're just getting money from AdSense and ad revenue. It's really hard to sell people something at that point. This is where a lot of creators can kind of run into some issues of where, it really becomes just they're focused on creating the best YouTube video because their money is dependent, their lives are dependent on that thing getting views. And so really what you have to think of is if you're kind of tired being here, or if you want to go to business channel route, yes, you should definitely target a keyword of what you're doing for whatever it is you're doing. But you have to think too and be prepared to start going into this step here of the interest and then working people up in that funnel. And so yeah, that I feel like is a pretty good explanation of it. And yeah, we're gonna roll with this. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions or this was helpful, please comment. I would love to hear it. I really would. Making sure I'm not talking into a void. All right, peace out.